Hey YouTube, this is DJ Ronin1, and I'm here at Union Station in downtown Portland, Oregon, where I live. I'm heading back to Eugene, south. It's about a 2.5 hour, 3-hour train ride, depending on the weather and the conditions of the track. I'm running a little bit late right now, but I just wanted to give you a quick tour of this facility of Union Station in downtown Portland. And yeah, so here you go. So right in front of you see Union Station. It was originally built, or it was started to be built in 1890, and the construction finished in 1896, and it was first known as the Grand Union Depot. So there you go. And that tower you see in front of you is 140 feet tall, and when the train station was originally constructed, there were about 5 passenger lines that went through on a daily basis. It's also on the National Historic Landmarks Register for the United States, as many buildings are here in Portland. It was also remodeled in the 1930s, I believe, by renowned Portland architect Pietro Belluschi, and actually he's done a lot of buildings all throughout the Midwest, and they're stunning examples here in Portland. The peak of this train station's activity happened around World War II, when about 79 trains a day went through this station, and it served over 4.8 million people a year. So yeah, and in about 1971, up to this point, there were private passenger lines serving the station. And in 1971, Amtrak, which is funded by the federal government, took over this facility and has been operating trains here ever since. So what you see here is a really cool building. Has a lot of terracotta finishings, as well as some great masonry work. On the roof, you can see that it's tiled, and it's recently being replaced there on the left. And if you look up, you can see in the middle of your screen that it says "Go by train, Union Station," and you have a clock there that's not really functioning, but actually, you know what, I think it is. It's noon right now. That's really cool. You know, after all these years, it still works. But if you take a look over here, that quintessential Portland light post, and just to the right of it, you can see off in kind of the middle of your screen, there's maybe an upside down V, which looks kind of like a pedestrian bridge, and it is a pedestrian bridge. And that little box to the right is an elevator for the people who need that access, the wheelchair oriented people and those of old age. There's a TriMet bus. Those also make really cool connections to the station, so people can get around Portland and the area with ease. So anyway, there you can see that, I don't know if you can see that, but there's an elevator, and someone's just getting off, I believe, or getting on. There you go. Someone just got out and is walking on that pedestrian bridge that goes over the Amtrak tracks out of Union Station. Now around here you have a lot of new development coming along. The Transit Mall, to be completed in 2010, is to link Union Station with the rest of downtown. The Transit Mall encompasses 5th and 6th Avenues with TriMet tracks over here for the MAX line, the Metropolitan Area Express. And that's going to be online in 2010, and there are going to be vital connections all throughout the region. You can make a trip from PSU all the way to Clackamas Town Center, so through Gateway and on the current red and blue lines. So that's going to be really exciting. Right here in front of you have the Greyhound bus terminal. It's also another place where you can make vital connections to serve your transportation needs across the area and the region. Right over there, if you can see, that building in the center of your screen is called Big Pink, excuse me. It's called the U.S. Bancorp Tower officially, but everyone calls it Big Pink because it's big and made of pink granite and windows with a pink finish. Over there, you have the U.S. Postal Service Distribution Center, where a lot of the mail comes in from the airport to be distributed all throughout Portland. There's been speculation that this center could be moving pretty soon, as the United States Postal Service doesn't see it as such a vital facility anymore, and that would open up, I believe, about 5 acres of prime downtown real estate. So that'll be something to see. You can see over there in the middle of your screen, behind these trees, you have an old federal building of some sort. It's really cool if you get up close to it. There's a lot of detailing in the windows, which is pretty awesome. What else can I show you? In the center of your screen over there, you see that there is a bridge, and that bridge is called the Steel Bridge. It serves almost any mode of travel you can think of: bikes, walkers and runners, cars, the MAX train, Metropolitan Area Express, and freight train, as well as passenger trains for Amtrak, which is a really cool thing. And I'm going to be taking it in a little bit here. Over there, you see in the middle of your screen, maybe it's right against the clouds. It's a bridge, and it's called the Fremont Bridge. It was built in the late 1970s, or early to late 1970s, and it creates a loop of freeways around downtown. And the freeway that happens to pass over that bridge is called 405. So if you can see these buildings peeking beyond this U.S. Postal Service Center, that is the Burgeoning Pearl District of Portland. It's one of the coolest places to be if you're kind of in the up-and-coming. A lot of ritzy condos and whatnot, and now that the condo boom has subsided, there are a lot of apartments around there. There's also a record number of affordable housing units. There are about 1,600 affordable housing units in about I would say maybe 20 to 25 square block area of downtown. So anyway, there you go. Just a quick look at Union Station. Alright, this is DJ Ronin 1 signing off. I hope you had an enjoyable tour of Union Station and its surrounding area.